Nappy hair. Never got a chance to brush my hair, so I woke up at 6:30, had to feed some animals. So, I just wanted to tell a little bit about myself. I'm 19 years old, 5'3". Yes, people think I'm 15. They may mistake me for it. It's like crazy. I'm like, no, I'm literally 19. It's like crazy. And I was born, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I was literally born in Tokyo, Japan, on the Saudi Air Force Base. My mom was pregnant with me while my dad got sent down to Japan. And they had to take my brother, of course. He was like maybe 2, I don't know. And my mom was in labor and she had me on an air base. So that's how I was born in Japan. And anyway, when I was born, they never knew, but I'll tell you my life story. Here goes. When I was born, I was blah 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 blah, fine as usual. Like, oh, it's a girl. What's her name? Nicole Danielle Porter, which is my name. And later on, when I was 7, I had what you call a grand mal seizure. And my whole family was flipping out. So my mom took me to a hospital and they diagnosed me with seizures. Now seizures are when my eyes roll in the back of my head and I blink out for a couple seconds, maybe 10 seconds. I'll be like, that, it's kind of creepy. I really don't know why I just did that on the video, so it don't matter, but I wanted to show you guys what it's like, so you guys don't get scared and wonder what I'm doing. So, yeah, about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with epilepsy, which is basically the same thing as seizures, but there's different forms, different diagnoses and all that. So I was diagnosed with seizures and epilepsy. And just recently, on New Year's 2014, I had 2 grand mal seizures and ended up in the hospital on New Year's, which made me miss out on New Year's. I had 1 grand mal in the car. My whole body was useless. I couldn't do anything. I was crying, and I was crying my mom's name. I came out of it. My mom put me in her bed, which is really quite big and comfy. And 5 seconds later, I go back into it, and then I find out I'm in a ambulance. And then I asked my mom, what happened? Did I have another one? She's like, yeah. She's like, you were seizing, whatever, and you also started having convulsions. Now, convulsions are like when you're foaming at the mouth and all that other stuff. I was foaming at the mouth. Now, I thought that was scary, and I was kind of sad. My life, I hate my life because I have seizures and epilepsy. I end up in the hospital all the time. and I gotta take medicine morning and night. It's crazy. I take a lot of pills at night than I do in the morning. I take like 4 or 5 pills in the morning and like 7 pills at night. It's crazy. Yeah. But recently when I did end up in the hospital on New Year's, the doctor said there might be something wrong with my kidneys. So I have to go to a specialist to see what's wrong. Which my grandma thinks there's nothing wrong. I don't know, because I don't feel anything wrong with me, so you know. Anyway, I have 5 other siblings: Brandon, Tori, Victoria, Josephine, Josie, Emmett, and Miles, and none of them have been diagnosed with anything. Nothing. And I got diagnosed with seizures and epilepsy. Sometimes I think to myself and I tell my family, I'm like, why me? I hate myself. Why does everybody hate me? Why did this happen to me? My grandma told me, she's like, God chose you to be that way. God chose certain people. He chooses whoever. It's how it has to be. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be that way. I got upset and I got mad at God, Jesus, for the one to diagnose me with the seizures. He's the one that actually gave me them, but I don't really technically blame him, so. So if I were to have a seizure in this video, you guys would all know what it's like. But, yeah. I'm sitting here being bored. I have to clean, have to do work, like, you know, around the house, because I'm not at school today. Because weather's going to be coming in bad. I think it's coming today. But on the other hand, yeah, like I said, I'm not the typical 19-year-old girl you think I am. Get picked on a lot. I don't usually get liked a lot, like, you know, boys. I mean, it's not like you need to be, it's not like, oh, I want you to like me. I mean, but, you know, I just feel like people think I'm ugly because I liked someone at school, and he's like, no, I will not go out with you, no, I don't want to, no, leave me alone, no, I don't want to talk, you're not, I will never, and it made me think I was ugly. So that's why I'm always down in the dumps sometimes. So I just go on about my day, listening to Miley Cyrus and Hunter Hayes and talking on the phone and drinking some lemonade and feeding a goat and talking on Skype and Facebook. That's about it. Nothing else to say. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video of my life story by me, Nicole.